Hi guys, we're going to be bringing something new to the channel in the foreseeable future. We've just got 0200 hours from Grey 4 Now Games. Long sort of my mind's gone absolutely completely unable to form, like, you know, those word things. Sentences, that's the one, yes. We came about it by a circuitous route, mainly due to the fact that I'm currently doing a chain of command campaign that required sentries. So I bought a couple of sprues of sentries from Wargames Atlantic, which I really liked painting. So then I thought, well, I may as well get some of an SAS sprue as well. And then I went to Grey 4 Now Games and found out you can just buy the rules and the cards and that separate. So I thought, well, I may as well buy it to play, and it kind of snowballed from there. So rapidly. So a little bit of an intro as to what 0200 hours is in this video, and we'll have some games and some battle reports and some other content coming up soon. Basically, it's a very asymmetric war game. So what you have is you have your special forces heroes who are trying to sneak in to do an objective, be it blow up a radar dish, sabotage a bridge, you know, your classic World War II films like sort of Guns of Navarone and Saving Private Ryan, and that sort of small band doing something special type narrative thing. So you've got them, and the premise is that they're sneaking in after dark to do their objectives. So, unlike a normal war game where you have, let's put the camera down so I'm not wobbling it and give it, I'm wobbling it even when I'm holding it down. That's useless. So you're not a normal war game where it's like, well, I'm going to move my man to there, he's going to move his man to there, and we're going to just pretend that we've got this all-seeing, all-knowing overview of the battlefield. That's not how it works. So the way this game works is you have, like, the sentries will patrol routes, or they'll wander around trying to detect each other, so nobody knows where anybody is unless they've seen it. And so you get this very sort of asymmetrical setup where the Germans are wandering around their patrol routes, minding their own business, smoking a cigar, maybe drinking some schnapps, saluting officers, etc. So the models are very characterful for that. And what you've got is like the special forces, the SAS commandos, whatever, resistance, are trying to sneak in. So they get a little bit more control of their actions, but the Germans are none the wiser. So the sentries are wandering around and trying to detect people. So you have to be very careful, because obviously until the alarm goes off, you know, the Germans aren't shooting, they're not doing stuff like that. So if you kill someone, you have to be careful to do it quietly, hide the bodies. So very reminiscent of sort of a war game equivalent of the Sniper Elite games, where you have booby traps and that sort of stuff. So this is nowhere near like the starter set contents or anything, but it's what I painted that led me into buying the game, and since then I've bought a few more things, because, well, it's my birthday sort of like this weekend, well, Monday. So I have had a lot of things for gifts for my birthday and stuff. So hopefully I'll get them all painted soon, and we can start doing some content. It's got a lot of narrative missions, so we'll do some of them for you, and it looks fun. So we'll give it a go. So in the starter set proper, you'll get these plastics more than I've got here. You get the rule book, which is quite good. Sort of full color rule book with nice pictures, and the miniatures are very characterful Wargames Atlantic sprues, with sort of loads of stuff like blowing up a demo charge, communicating on the radio and stuff like that. You have action, the set tokens. So the way the game works is you put tokens into a pot and you draw them. So it's either a normal person or a character gets to react, and you've got tokens to mark whether they're alert. You can track the progress of the turn. It's got a very cool dynamic system where you have these counters, and depending on who draws them, they either they have an effect on the game, and when the third one's drawn, it's the end of the turn. You can have spotlights. You've got like a tracker that tracks the alarm level. You can mark patrol routes, put demo charges, escape the board, all that sort of stuff. Like if you get wounded but not killed, you flip it over, and that means you sort of miss a turn. And there's a full set of cards. And in a second, I'll grab them and show you them. So you get quite a few cards in the set, and you get it in all the expansion sets as well. So you get a couple of cards, one for each player, that has the sort of the weapon tables and the dice rolls that you make for each action, and then you have things to track the alert status. You have events that this is what happens if one of the watches gets pulled by the German player. So they're things that could sort of move the objective or trip somebody up. You have orders, which are sort of special activities that the special forces can do. Then you have veteran cards, sort of extra skills that veteran troops get. And then you have a set of cards with the stats for all the models. So there's multiples of each one, so you don't have, so you can track them on the battlefield and know what they're doing. So these are their skills. So the higher number of chevrons, the better, and they correspond to the dice. So you have 2 coloured dice in the game. You have white and you have dark grey. And basically the white is effectively a load dice. So it's easier to achieve successes, but you may roll an alert, which means you've given your presence away to the enemy. The dark grey is a covert dice, which is harder to do stuff, but instead of giving away the alert, you do it stealthily, so you can remove alert tokens and you can slink back into the shadows. So that's how the game is played. Well, obviously there'll be more information when we do a battle report, but I'm quite excited to play this. I've been painting these all this week when I'm meant to be doing other things, but yeah. So that's basically most of a starter set, but like I said, you get more. I can't remember how many you actually get. You get at least double that for the SAS, and I think a few more for the Germans as well. But I didn't buy the starter set. I bought the rule from the website. You could buy the rules separate because I already had those miniatures for something else, and I was going to give it a go, but they've just released a Deutsche Africa Core supplement, which may be in that box.
It's in that box.
Yeah, it is in that box. So, and I've got a lot of stuff done for Africa as well, so I was going to basically do that. But I hope you're excited to see this game in action, because we're quite excited to give it a game. We don't know how Ryan's going to cope with the sort of asymmetric nature of it.
It'll be fun.
But it'll be fun anyway. And we've got doggos.
For taking us to Normandy.
Yes, it's my fault for taking us to Normandy. This is what happens.
When we visited the Overlord Museum and a bunch of other places, and this is what happens.
We went on a battlefield tour of Normandy, and we got a little bit excited about doing World War II again. So we got loads of sets of 3D printed stuff. I've just printed all the bunkers to do the Merville battery for D-Day. So we got a lot of content coming along those lines, and what we're planning on doing is putting small sort of games like this in amongst the campaign.
Yeah, just intersperse it, just to be break it up and give it extra.
Not that we were watching The Longest Day and there's that scene when the part of the resistance are blowing up the track to stop the reinforcements train, and we thought that if only there was a game that would fit that. Oh wait, yes there is. That literally in the resistance pack, which isn't here because I am not allowed to have it until my birthday because my wife bought it. But I know she's bought it because, she told me, she's not very subtle about these things. You get some metal character figures, the Wargames Atlantic plastic resistance.
Yeah.
But she's also bought me the Jedburgh teams as well, so we can literally do that sort of Jedburgh team helping the resistance. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. we'll try and get some more content to this quite soon.